Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Omega Red from the Sentinel series. This was requested, so I'm finally happy to get to him. He does come with the midsection of the Sentinel, same as Mystique, and also his coils are actually the same as the Sentinel, so if you end up building the Sentinel and you need coils, he's a cheaper way to pick up some coils without having to buy the actual individual ones. His coils are just painted a little darker. But anyways, we'll go ahead and check out the details. Alright guys, so looking at Omega Red up close, I think he's got an awesome head sculpt. I love this head sculpt on him. His hair is just kind of more of a darker, kind of a grungier blonde, but it's very pliable, as you can see on his kind of sides here. The ponytail itself is actually a harder plastic and kind of swivels, but looking at this face, it just looks awesome. Such a good looking Omega Red. I love how it's kind of like got that black wash over the kind of more of a lighter, like a cream white, I guess, kind of a dirty white, and those red eyes look so mean. Same thing with the you know, that yelling, almost yelling, like growling look. But I really like the silver paint applications on the side of the mouth here. I think those look really good. And same thing with the mouth. Just the teeth look awesome. Just a great looking head sculpt, and the paint detailing's just awesome. It really brings out the whole sculpt. Very cool. Going to the rest of the hair. Let me take off this coil. There we go. The rest of the hair, just kind of just that blonde, lighter blonde with the darker brown mixed in to give it that dirty blonde look. He's got the little red tie on the ponytail look and a little red headband. Then going over his shoulder pads, they're more of a silver with kind of a lighter red on the insert here. And these are very pliable and rubbery. Easy to manipulate and move around, and the rest is just kind of more of a silver with a black wash over it, but you can see all the rivets, and it looks like little canisters on the front here, and come around the back you can see those rivets. But see, the problem is the top is a little heavier than the more thinner rubber material on the sides here, so it does cause this one at least to droop, where his hair is kind of holding this one in place. He does have a nice black wash over the red on his chest here. That looks really good, but it's just kind of got some ripples. Otherwise, it's not really much detail than that. These shoulder pads look really good though. And then it's just got that kind of off-white coming down his arms. And it's got kind of more of a crimson red on his forearm here. It's got the nice line sculpts and black paint in the middle here. And he's got his little symbol right here on his hand, a little U. And it's nicely painted red, nice silver. And it's more of an off red on his hands, and he's got the little plugs on his inner forearms for those tentacles. Same thing on this side. And then coming down the front here, you can see his little belt. It's got the black in the middle, little buckle. It continues with that nice black wash over it. Then on his legs, it's just more of that black spray on the flat red plastic. It looks good. Same thing on the back. See a little bit on his butt. And coming on his shoulder, on its like knees and shins, it's nice silver. This is very nice, firm, hard plastic. Like this isn't going to warp or anything. And then it's got nice rivets and that nice shinier red painted on the knee pads here. Same thing with on the shin. These boots look awesome. It's got a really nice, nice overall sculpt and look to it. But I just think this whole leg portion looks really cool. I really like that red they used. It's very shiny and nice. And the boots just look awesome. Sorry. It's got nice sculpted detail. You can see all the rivets on the bottoms of the shoes. Very cool. Looks awesome. It's got pegals at the bottom of his feet. Very good. And I'll show you real quick how these just kind of plug in. So you can see the little plug, just like the Sentinel. And you just kind of work them in there. And they just kind of rest in there. It looks like he's shooting them out. You kind of have them kind of grip it. They do pop off easy, just like the Sentinel, but with a little, soapy water and stuff, you can really get them to work in there. But we're going to go over the articulation. So his head looks left and right, down, not that much. Up, it's hindered because of his hair, even with it being pliable. He still can't look up much more than that. Ponytail rotates, full 360. He's got ball joints and a little bit of a shoulder joint in there, so you can see the shoulder joint. Move forward and back, move up, and see the one thing that's nice is these Shoulder pads are nice rubber, so they do not hinder the articulation to make his arms go all the way up. So you can definitely get him, you know, if you have the coils shooting up, you can get him. I'll try to see if I can pose him with a Wolverine holding him in the air. Be my little experiment. Got an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. It's got rotation. Nope, no rotation at the wrist, but his wrist is at a hinge. He also has a little hand clamp articulation. It's got a nice ab crunch. Crunches forward. Love that clicking noise. Back, not too much back actually. He's got a waist swivel. Got the ball joints and legs. Kicks forward, out to the side. You can see definitely can do the splits. It's got a upper thigh swivel. Nice double jointed knees. Boot rotation. Ankles move down. They move up. He also has a nice little old school ankle rocker. No toe articulation on this guy. Like I said before, pegs the ball on his feet. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Omega Red is. All right, guys, so Omega Red stands right around a little over 8 inches, a little under 8 inches top of his head. Ponytail goes up over 8 inches. So he's nice and tall. Here he is next to the Astonishing Wolverine from Apocalypse. And then we'll get him next to, I'll just straighten him out real quick. Get him next to the newest Wolverine we got from Juggernaut. So you can see he definitely, it's, you know, great scale wise for these Wolverines. And then we'll go ahead and I'll try to see if I can get this guy holding the Wolverine up in the air, test it out. All right, guys, so I got him to hold Wolverine. It's a little sloppy. It's pretty hard. His without him arched a certain way. Let's see if I can get to spin to 360 without falling. It puts a lot of pressure on his upper leg joints there, so he tends to buckle forward just like that. But you can see you can do it. It just may take a lot of balancing, but he definitely can hold Wolverine up. It's just those leg joints may struggle. So hopefully this isn't too sloppy, but you could do it. I mean, I may cheat if I was going to keep him in this position and prop him against the wall a little bit, but you definitely could balance him. Just make sure other figures aren't in the disaster zone if this guy were to go down. You don't want him knocking over a ton of guys. But all right, so he can hold Wolverine. So there you go, guys. So here's the coils really quick. Sorry to keep going, but you can just see it's just got those rivets. It's definitely just more darker painted. The Sentinel ones are a lot of more of a silver, and it's just a bendy wire, but you can see it's got kind of more of a rubber material. It can kind of slide around. You can definitely feel, man, my camera is not wanting to focus. You can definitely feel the wire inside, which you want to be careful not to bend these too much, just because they will, you know, break over time, especially the wire, depending on the angles you're making them go and do. But anyway, you can kind of see some of this one on this tip. I don't know if you can. Some of the paint's come off, so it's just more of a white rubber underneath. But yep, enough of my rambling about the tentacles. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. That's my review of the Sentinel series Omega Red. I love this figure. I think he's awesome. Just be wary of these upper ball joints in the legs. They do get loose because he is kind of heavy. So if you're buying him, I would just ask about those joints specifically, because these are pretty clicky tight. The ankles, the chest, everything's good. And I've had this guy for a while. Just my left ball joint here, it is starting to get looser over time, and I don't pose my figures too much, so just a little, you know, information. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great night.